So why I feel that Santa Teresa in Costa Rica is so mega special, especially when you don't live in Santa Teresa, but nearby. Hi, my name is Muriel, and if you're looking into information about Costa Rica, travel, Costa Rica, Santa Teresa, maybe you're dreaming about living here or just traveling here, I may give you some information that you were looking for. And right now, I feel a calling to share some awesomeness about Santa Teresa. And I see Santa Teresa like India. You love it or you hate it, and it's worth both to see both. It's worth to see both sides. Now, I did a lot of videos about Santa Teresa and the cons of Santa Teresa, but Santa Teresa has so many benefits. But first of all, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon if you haven't done that yet. I will share everything I've learned so far, and that's 7 years of living in Costa Rica. That's what my channel is all about. And I also coach and educate people from all over the world how to create freedom through monetizing their passion, meaning how to generate income online so you can live freely in Costa Rica without having a job. For more information about that, just go to the description down below and click on one of the links of my free course Nomad by Design. But right now I want to focus on Santa Teresa because it is such a special town. What would you be able to do in Santa Teresa? That's a question I hear a lot. Well, first of all, surfing. Even if you're a non-surfer, you've never done it, it's awesome to get to know surfing. It is a surf ocean. The ocean of Santa Teresa really goes from Malpais to Manzanillo. And if you look that up on the map, that's a long line of beach and all kinds of waves, beginner waves, experience waves. You can also play in the water with a bodyboard. So first of all, it's a very surfy town. The Santa Teresa town is all about sports, surfing, yoga, and that's the overall impression that I saw when I drove in my rental car with my family of 4 back in the days that it was probably around 2015, 2016. We visited Santa Teresa for the first time, and I saw no concrete road. I saw a lot of holes in the road. I saw a lot of, I don't know, no infrastructure, but there was something very special attracting us to this town. And the rest is history. We moved to Santa Teresa. We lived there for 2 months, and then we moved a little bit outside of town. We started to live in Santiago, which is like the Hermosa Beach, like a little outside of Santa Teresa. And then we bought property 8 minutes away from Santa Teresa. That's the property that, by the way, is for sale. Yes, my property is for sale, not because I don't like it anymore, but because we are dreaming about living in the mountains of Costa Rica. And as you probably already know, and if not, this is news to you, Costa Rica has 11 microclimates. And after living for 7 years, a beach life, because we are living 8 minutes from the beach, 12 minutes from the beach in Montezuma, 8 minutes from the beach in Santa Teresa, we are really ready for mountain life. So we are looking for property in the mountains. That's the only reason why we move here. Not because it's not good. The land is amazing. The land has fruit trees. It has space. It has a lot of wildlife such as macaws, howler monkeys, agoutis, a lot more than those 3 big groups of animals. And it's just lovely. But the mountains are calling us, so that is about the reason. But which stuff can you actually do here in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica? What things to do in Costa Rica, especially this spot? Well, surfing, I just mentioned it. You have a lot of yoga, right? There's a lot of medicine ceremonies. It's a very cold spiritual place. If you want to do something with your health, like fasting or retreats, health retreats, yoga teacher retreats, ayahuasca, medicine, cacao, all kind of plant-based ceremony retreats, it's here. But there's also like aesthetic dance, there is jungle parties, there is a lot of supermarkets, there are zip line places, so literally like the touristic stuff. There is natural parks, so as Cabo Blanco, it's a reserve. and there's accommodations possible in the park. It's very, very special. There's a lot of horse riding. I am a trail tour guide, by the way. I volunteer with one of my best friends, Diane, and she has 16 horses. She is my vet. And one day she needed assistance. So I said, well, teach me and I will help you. So I volunteer taking tourists on trail rides on horses. So you can discover this area, the peninsula, the Nicoya, which is a peninsula. And that makes it so special. You can explore on horseback. What else can you do here? Well, you can do quad tours, like those ADVs, those vehicles with four wheels, the one that I'm driving as my normal vehicle. You can have awesome jungle ADV tours. What else? Oh, there's probably more, but you can also just go to the beach and lay in the sun and do nothing, sip a cocktail. So you can really choose for the party life. There's a lot of evening nightlife in Santa Teresa, but there's also for early risers, the hiking, the exploring, the nature, the going up at sunrise and just see all the wildlife in the parks and stuff. That's possible too. You can make a combination. And when I hosted people, or when I host people on Airbnb, through Airbnb on my property, I often have those early risers because I have a big filter. It's not for parties. You cannot make noise in my property, etc., because it's on my own ground. But what a lot of people tell me while they're staying or after they leave on a review on my Airbnb is that they enjoyed being surrounded, really experiencing Costa Rica and the animals and the nature. Because literally, when you are in the shower, you can see the howler monkeys climbing in the trees around the house. So in my house, the round house, or in the casita, which is on Airbnb. So it is more like an experience. Oh, and what you also can do, and that's what I often bring people who are on my property, because I go there anyway, and when they're nice, I just ask them to come along with me. We have an organic market, right? And I just go there myself once in a while to get some healthy stuff. But we also have so many waterfalls accessible. It's not the non-touristic waterfalls. It's the local waterfalls that only locals know about. And of course, I bring my renters there. But that is what you get access to when you live on a property like this, a little bit away from Santa Teresa. Meaning, and like I said, my property is for sale. So if you were like scrolling around, what's there to do in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica? Should I live there? You can have the best of both worlds. You can enjoy Santa Teresa with all its advantages. Like, oh, there's also a lot of gyms in Santa Teresa, supermarkets, night 24 hours doctors, emergency. So if you need a chopper or whatever emergency, that is all operated from Santa Teresa. There is fiber optic, but also today a lot of hostels and hotels and Airbnb have Starlink. So the internet is overall really, really well for those remote workers, which I am myself. So I see so many benefits for the newcomers who don't want to build first for a while and figuring out how it works. You can just come and live on my property. You can buy it. It's living ready. If you would be a family of like how I visited this town for the first place, I would fall in love. It has a bus for your teenager, for your children, a bus for yourself. This is like a luxury bus. It has air conditioning. It has a walk-in closet. It has a little office space. It's so chill. It's soundproof. And there's a house and you can build here unlimited, 75 to 85% you can build on this. So like I said, if you want to develop and you want to make residual income from rentals, you can build 8 houses in a row. That's not even taking the space of this field, but our property goes down along to the river, and on that river side you can build as well. As long as you stay 15 meters away from the river, you can build. So that's a rule. And there's a lot of space. We basically didn't build here because we never knew exactly where to build or what to build. And the temporary buses became permanent buses because Dirk started to build a roof and put like doors in and a patio, and now look, it's really like a super, this is like a house on its own. Can you tell? Like there's a hammock, there's a roof, like it's super cozy. It has a big outdoor bed where there, my Joey's on there. I don't think you can see it because it's blurred out, but there's a big outdoor bed. It's nice to watch movies if you have 4 dogs like we do. All the dogs fit on, and it's just such a delight. But we live here for 7 years, and we're ready for the next chapter in Costa Rica. So that's why I am so attracting the right buyers who are like us, maintaining the trees, and with that the wildlife, and with the open door to build and develop, but maintaining the nature and have the best of Montezuma, Santa Teresa, because this road where we live on is the connecting road between the two towns. You're right in the middle. 8 minutes to Santa Teresa, 12 to Montezuma, and in 20 minutes you're in Cabuya, which is also worth a video. But that's Santa Teresa, things to do. There's way more that I probably forgot, but feel welcome to hit that link leading to the information about my property. Stay in touch with my realtor, but take a look and just visualize seeing yourself walking here and starting a new life. And if generating your income is a problem, you should not wait with learning how to monetize your passion and earning an income online. That's what I do, that's what I teach. So there's also information about that below in the description of my video. Feel welcome to click around and learn more, and to comment or to say hi. And with that, I hope to inspire you with finding something to create a new future for yourself. I hope that you enjoyed my information about Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, and giving you impressions about how it is to live nearby Santa Teresa instead of living in the center and getting crazy of all the noise. You see how quiet it is here? Well, that was it for today. Bye for now, and looking forward to seeing you in my next video.